Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Behind me, also the MCC jail. It's empty. That's where Jeffrey Epstein died. Now, we'll start with that. Ghislaine Maxwell, convicted, now in a Florida prison, was going to file her appeal brief by October, but she hired a new lawyer, a judge, and an ex-judge, and he's asked to get it pushed back to the end of January. So we reported that yesterday. Surprising to some. We also covered the bail revocation hearing of Mr. Chris Gunn, also known as DeBoSki. He's a self-described RKelly acolyte who apparently, according to the indictment, threatened EDNY prosecutors. So they wanted to put him back in jail because he's gone out on his porch, he's gone across the street, he made some threats online, he made some posts online. Gets very close to some First Amendment issues. But then again, if the crime is threatening, what can you do? Judge Gonzalez, Hector Gonzalez, has said he can stay out, but he can't use the internet at all. Now his lawyer said, wait a second, how am I going to work with him? How are we going to share discovery? He said, well, maybe he can go to a pretrial services office. There's a lot of stuff in play, and you can find it all on Inner City Press. We're also covering a trial, a DEA trial, where the courtroom was sealed, but we can hear the audio, so you can find that. Did want to say about the United Nations that they're failing on Ukraine. Ukraine, a week ago, more than a week ago, they said that they were going to be exporting grain out of Odesa port. Not a grain has left, not a single grain. And in fact, there's been a raining down of missiles that Antonio Guterres, on his third or fourth week of vacation, has said absolutely nothing about. Meanwhile, he bans Inner City Press. I put in written questions asking his spokesman, Farhan Haq, who's been also covering it for 3 weeks. The spokesman is gone too. The whole place is just taking the money and run while the world falls apart. This was an organization that was ostensibly set up to save future generations from the scourge of war. They've limited their sites so much that they can't stop a war. They're actually colluding and involved in it, shooting protesters in the Congo. All they claim is to be able to deliver food, and Big Tony can't even handle that. All the food is with him on vacation. We demand re-entry. We have questions to ask.